Hello everybody. Yes, you did see it. This is my new tire. So this is part 2 of So You Think You Can Ride. But before I start the mounting video, there's one thing, or better said two things I would like to point out before I start. And these two things explain why I have higher expectations of this Hyder now than compared to this Continental. First of all, of course, it's the correct size. You know, it's not a 120 but a 110. This means that from now on my speed indicator will be more correct, as my speed gauge or speed dial takes its measurements from the number of rotations from the rear wheel. Yes, the rear wheel, and does not take into account the size of the tire. Of course, it has been fitted to work in cooperation with 110/80, not 120. So I should now see a slightly higher speed compared to my actual speed. But what's more important are these two figures, 60p or 55s. This means the load range, in this case 250 kilograms, and P stands for the speed range, in this case 150 kilometers an hour. This one has 55s, which stands for 218 kilograms of weight or load, and the S stands for 180 kilometers. Well, to withstand these higher speeds, they clearly have had to produce a more flexible tire than the Continental. And that's the second reason that I expect better road holding and cornering behavior of the Hyder now compared to the Continental. So I hope I will be right, but I'll see in the near future. First of all, what I have been doing already. I have been cleaning the rim, just using this stuff and some more warm water, and I've been cleaning especially the inner insides of the rim. Also, next, I have hung the wheel on its shaft here inside of my workbench. It's spinning freely here. And now I'm trying to establish, I've already established it, but okay, the balance of the wheel. This is important to do now, to mark it out now for further use when I'm actually balancing the whole wheel with the tire on it. And I can tell you that there is a heavy spot. Almost there. Watch this. You already see it coming. The heaviest side of the wheel will be at the bottom side. So, next I will grease with this. This is just for washing the dishes. This soap. I will greasing the tire as well as the rim, hopefully to smoothen out the process of getting it on. The rubber is new, it's very sticky, so it's already hard enough to put it on without stickiness. Then I will install, when I have the wheel around the rim just with one heel, I will install the inner tube When that's done, I will try to fix the second heel onto the rim, inflate and search for the balance. I only have 25 grams of counterweight, so it may be that I won't be able to balance the wheel completely. But we shall see if tomorrow the shops are open. Huh? So that's the plan, that's what I'm going to do. And I will take some shots this afternoon of me trying to do it. Bye! So now I have secured the air inlet. So next step. So next I need to charge my compressor. The trick was to inflate the inner tube a little bit so that it will automatically find its new seat. And now the fight will have to start. This is going to be the fight. Clearly this fight I am losing right now. I have to rethink myself. Well, it is a fight. It really is. Well, this is definitely a highly risky way of doing it. So I don't recommend this, doing it. Do not try this at home, I would say. Okay, finally we are an hour and a half later. But there is a tire on the rim. And not only that, it has been balanced. Like I told you, I first marked the heavy point of the rim. There it is, the marking, first. Next, knowing where my heavy point on the rim was, with the tire on the rim, I started rotating the tire until I got the best result. So that the imbalance from the tire was helping me to balance out the imbalance of the rim. If you can follow me, you are a hero. I needed some tricks, of course, because I'm not strong enough to rotate this tire around the rim. But using 4 of these clamps enabled me to press the heel away from the rim, and I could rotate and check and check and check. I'll show you my tire balancing rig. That's it. Yes, that's it. Easy. Easy does it. So now I have been able to balance my wheel using nothing but 10 grams of counterweight. I feel proper hero. Okay, now I'm going to inflate the tire and try to get it properly seated onto the rim so that the heels of the tire are everywhere properly sealed, so that I don't have any wobbles. When that's fixed, I'll be able to get my wheel back in the bike. So far.
Wat moeten we nou doen?
So, greased everything up first, of course. And you know, I'm so happy having a compressor at hand.
Hier heb je een kopje staan ook. Je wijst daarheen. Ik kijk daar, er is niks. En ga je hem nou pompen?
Let's hope I get it properly seated, right? So, I inflated the tire now up to 6 complete bars, which is of course ridiculously much. But let's check if she's properly seated. So, I think she's properly seated. The heels of the tire are in the rim correctly. So, I call this a success. I'm now going to deflate her to a normal pressure, and then I'll put her back on the bike.